What's up? So we got, here's our outer rocker slip cover things. They're all painted and coated on the inside to protect them, with the edges taped off, so we can have nothing but weld through primer on the edges to get our welds nice but still be protected. And this big chunk of plate steel is the inner rocker on the driver's side. I already did this on the passenger side. But this is going to reinforce the whole car basically. This will be spot welded to the front subframe here. And then it will be like the floor of the car all the way across, the seats and the seat belt mounts. And then the rear subframe, I have it backwards. That's the rear subframe, and then the seat belts and the floor mounts and the seat mounts, seat belt, and then the front subframe will be drilled and spot welded through like that. So just putting weld through primer on all these. Long ass explanation for nothing. So we'll just untape all these and put some weld through primer on them. We'll punch some holes for spot welds. It's our little tool we got for that, and then test fit them and hopefully weld them on the car before it gets dark. Alright. All ready for the new quarter to go on. It's all prepped. Got the inner plate that I made. 1/8 inch plate, runs the whole length of the vehicle. Like a new frame rail basically, the inside of the rocker. So yeah, we're gonna weld this rocker on before it gets too dark out here. Pretty good. Way better, that's what it's supposed to look like. Got that rocker finished basically. First coating of primer on there before we put the next couple. Got the front inner all patched and taken care of. Grinded off a little corner on the door too where there's a little bubble. Besides that, these doors are real good. It's tight. Inner, outer. I'm gonna do the rocker now on the other side. It just, you know, makes more sense to do that side right now, and now it's fresh on our mind. Alright, got the rockers all done. Inner rockers, outer rockers, inner quarters, just trimming up and finishing everything up here. Got a couple patch panels. We bought a whole quarter section, but cutting it up in pieces. We'll do that front section there and the back section there, and get that all done tonight hopefully. Working at night, a bunch of lights set up because it is just way too hot during the day right now. Got like a heat wave going on here. Gonna take all that surface rust off there, demon wheel that shit off, and put some primer on it, and then another coating of something else just to keep keep it from coming back while it's outside and we're working on it. Once it goes inside, we'll deal with that more thoroughly, but just getting these patch panels in here. Yeah, so that was a 1/2 quarter skin or whatever, and I cut it up into 3 pieces. Not gonna need that piece. And obviously, honestly, this is really bad, but the body line from this panel to the actual vehicle is like more than an inch off. It's probably really hard to see. There's the body line for the car, the body line for the panel, like literally the width of my thumb in between the two of them, which is like, no, that ain't gonna work. So it's a good thing that our hole was like down here like this, so it's gonna be like that and then like that. Cut it right on this body line and right around this square here, like about like that. Epoxy coated, primed, galvanized, primed, epoxy coated. We have the outside metal on the patch areas galvanized, weld through primered. We're gonna start to test fit our patches, trim them down to size, get them all test fitted. Once they're test fitted properly, then we can actually go ahead and start coating the inside of these patch panels so they're just as protected as the rest of this. Now we'll take them off and we'll tape the edges that are going to be welded, and then we'll coat the insides of them really well. We'll let that dry and we'll untape it, and then we'll weld through primer the inside edges that are going to be welded. We'll retest fit them all together like this. We'll even drill a couple little holes and put a couple rivets in the corners to make sure it's real nice and tight connection on our steel. And then we're going to start welding them. So right on, yeah, making quite a bit of progress here. Quarter, like I said, quarter is going to be welded up, and then so I got my panels all taped up and galvanized and primed. I'm gonna put a epoxy coating on there, and then some other 2 more types of coatings on the inside, and then that's ready to get. It's looking real tight. Look at that, holy shit. We got a car that has freaking quarter panels. Working all night again. Getting this side all finished up. Prepping the holes for the patches to go in. Cleaning them all off. A couple steps to go. Yeah, it's a couple hours later. Got these patch panels trimmed up. Not too bad. Looking pretty good. Gotta trim this one up a little more and we'll test fit that. And then we gotta coat the insides of them. And then we should be welding them on in an hour or so. Alright. Well, it's morning now. Got that top one all taken care of. About to work on this one. That one's after that. Yeah, it's only about lunchtime. Primer's is drying up on it right there. Still gotta finish the welds, but I mean, no more holes in the quarters. Yay!